So for this video tonight, I am going to give you a tour of my art portfolio, which is where I keep all my completed drawings in these sort of folders. So what I like to do is I like to go out, I like to buy these folders with the plastic inserts, and I like to just draw on loose bits of paper, and I like to just put them into these folders because they're cheap. They're like $1 each, you know, who cares really. This is the completed one that I did last year, so I thought I'd give you a tour of what's in this one. And a lot of it, if you do watch my videos, you will see a lot of stuff in here. And also if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see the rest. And there's some in here that I haven't put on anything. I have just left for this special moment right now. So yes, the first page, first page I've got is just my swatches of my Touch 5 marker pack that I got, the set that I got. So that's the first one, because I put it in the front here, so when I want to draw something with my markers and I want to see what colors are gonna, you know, what colors are gonna be what and what they're gonna look like, I come to here and I just have to flip it open, and there it is. Once again, sorry for the weird lighting in here. I don't have a lamp anymore. So this picture here was the absolute first picture I did when I first got my Touch 5 markers. It was an experiment with the colors, just to see if I could blend it, like see how I was going to be able to blend them. Yeah, just a complete experiment, which I actually include this picture in the Touch 5 review, as long with this one as well. This is one of the very first pictures I did with those Touch 5s as well. And probably the biggest thing that ruins these two pictures the most is the fact that I didn't really know what I was doing at the time with the Touch 5 markers. I still really don't know what I'm doing now, but I done these pictures on printer paper, which is like the worst thing that you can do, because printer paper is absolutely disgusting to use with markers. So yeah, I got a lot of bleeding, like a little cloudy bleeding on these pictures. Yeah, which is crap, but I still like this one. I really like this picture. Yeah, I just really like this one. Now this is another one I did Lily Munster. This is another one I did with the markers straight up after I got the markers. Once again, still learning how to blend, learning how to blend and everything. It's not too bad. Like, I don't like what I've done in here. I think that was crap, but hey, learning. This was, I went to Kmart and got this coloured paper in a pack, and yeah, I drew this doll suspending with, well, I like this effect, like the smoke effect going across in the background. And yeah, I really like this. I wanted to just draw like a doll suspending, and she's missing a leg, and because I like to do dismembered bodies, and I love doing really big hands. Okay, turning over now. Now this one's from the mixed media video that I did. I ended up using colouring in pencil, white pastel, white gel pen, and just a liner. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And drawing cat with a skull head. So it's like a evil fairy, that one. I don't mind that. I don't mind these pictures. Like, yeah, I really want to draw some more like this. I really like this kind of drawing, and I've got still more of the papers, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now this one was from my pearlescent paints video, which I decided to get the black paper and do a complete picture in pearlescent paint, which I think is like, I don't mind this picture. I really love the teddy. Like, he is just my favorite. Absolutely love that teddy. But yeah, I find that, yeah, pearlescent paint's something that's more just an accent color than more than anything than actually doing a whole picture in it. Now this picture is from my Can You Paint with Spices video, and it's just disgusting. Like, you can see all the spices of all this here, which is paprika, has just gone straight down to the bottom. So it's absolutely foul. Like, I'm not even game to pull this picture out. I don't even want to know what it smells like now. Ugh, I think it'd just smell foul. But yeah, so there was like paprika, turmeric, cumin. I even ended up using green tea, Gravox. I used Gravox on here. If you seriously check out the video, it's actually quite funny. If I remember, I'll link it below so it's easy for you to go to. This particular picture is I just did a pen sketch with some, you know, shading, and yeah, just got my gold Sharpie and just went around the outlines, just a witch. I was actually, at the time, I was a bit pissed off at the current work where I was working, and I drew this picture with a witch looking up karma spells because I was just like, I was just angry. So yeah, I was just wishing and hoping that a particular person got their karma pretty much like served to them straight away. So that's what inspired that picture. Now this picture is from my Jason Voorhees speed paint, or speed draw I should say. This is yeah, the alcohol markers, doing another alcohol marker drawing of Jason. So he didn't turn out too bad. I don't mind this one. Now this particular picture is I didn't copy it, but I took a lot of inspiration from a t-shirt that my partner has, and I don't even know where he's got that now. I'll have to go and find it, but I can't remember if it's got the artist written at the bottom. But this picture, I just sort of took bits and pieces. Like it's done in a card format, so it's like a deck card, and yeah, I just did it with a demon grabbing a lady, and this lady's trying to get out of the card to run away from this castle that's captured her. Yeah, the shirt is slightly different. If I do find the shirt, I will put a picture here in comparison to that one that I took inspiration from, but if I can't find it, there won't be a picture there. Okay, so this monstrosity, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking here, but this particular picture I hated so much, because I actually did a video for this one and ended up deleting everything and not putting the video up for obvious reasons, because it's just vile. And then what I ended up doing then was doing this one, which was all the greys. Yeah, like a grey toned picture with an accent red colour. So in place of this picture, I did this one, which was much better. It was like an alien fantasy demon woman, which this hands down is probably one of my top favorite pictures. I really do like this one. I didn't do too bad with this one. You won't hear me say that very often about my own drawings. Okay, so now this one's just completely done in pen. I bought a pack of pens with all these colors in it, and yeah, that's just the drawing that I did. It's completely pen, nothing else. Then this monstrosity was me trying to do another picture in pen. I was trying to do like a robot woman, and this just turned out absolutely foul. And then once again, this this was actually once again a video that I did, and it was like a draw completely in pen challenge. And this was the picture, but as you can see, it's an absolute monstrosity. As I got, you know, to this stage, and then I started drawing whatever the hell this was, I just went, nah, time out, that stop. You know, I ended up, once again, that's another video that I deleted because that was just shit. Okay, so this picture is from the What to Draw app video that I reviewed, because I was going through a bit of a art block at the time, and I couldn't think of anything to draw. So I started flicking through the App Store to find an app that sort of gave you prompts to draw, and it helped, it really did. And I've also got that video in, you know, down below, so yeah, if you want to go and check it out. And it's, yeah, it was funny, it was great, it was actually a really good video. So yeah, it's just my gargoyle with a skull head. Now this particular picture, I don't even know why it made, I don't even know why I did the video on this. I did a video, and I look back on it now, and I think, you know, I shouldn't have done the video. It was just crap. It was absolute shit video, because I'm not even happy with, like, her hair is absolutely shocking. So this is pretty much, you know, I think I called it Feeling Blue challenge. Yeah, this picture and the video I did for this shouldn't even have gone on YouTube at all. So this one is also another video. I can't remember what the video is called, but this is the feeling that I get sometimes, you know, with anxiety. And this was pretty much the picture I drew of, like, just a China doll type, you know, woman just shattering into pieces. Yeah, that's pretty much what it portrays. And it's, yeah, done in my alcohol markers as well. Now this little thing, this was a video, did this for a video called Am I Offensive? Because pretty much the reason why I did that video is because I'd had a few people in my life tell me that what I drew was offensive and horrible, and how dare I draw, you know, horrible stuff like this, and what was wrong with me, pretty much. So that's where that video sort of came from, because I sort of was a little bit angry, I suppose you could say, at the time I did that video, and it's a little bit cringy. But yeah, I really love this picture. I get ghost pains every time I look at it, and it's done in alcohol markers. So yeah, every time I look at it, I get really I get sore in the stomach, and I sort of feel sorry for these poor little creatures. So this picture was from my first scrawler box I ever subscribed to, and yeah, it was done with oil pastels, and I can't remember what box is it. It's October 2018's scrawler box was the first one I ever got. And yeah, once again, the video is up, and yeah, I'm not 100% happy with that. I'm not even 50% happy with this, but at the time it's just all I could come up with, because I was like so rattled that I didn't know what to do. I felt sort of under pressure, so it's not an excuse. That's exactly what happened. And I even keep the candy wrappers. I don't do that anymore because, you know, because the novelty wore off, pretty much, of keeping everything I got in the scrawler box. So I even keep the tissue paper. Like, what was I thinking? Okay, here's another swatch sheet of the Mont Mardi paints that I got, which I absolutely love. And I went to Kmart and bought some fine liners, some cheap ass fine liners, which I've never used. I've still got them over there, and I really want to use them, but I keep forgetting about them. So yeah, I'll have to keep them out. Okay, now this picture is from my Mont Mardi. The video's now gone. I used to have this one up for it was a review on the Montmartre paints that I got, and this is the picture that I did, but I took the video down because I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I did that video, but that video was just so cringy and so ridiculous. I took that thing down, like, oh my god, I was embarrassed. So yeah, the video's not up anymore, but I actually put this on a t-shirt. So if you want to go across to the Etsy store, my Etsy store is listed below. I've got this on a t-shirt, so if you want to buy it on a t-shirt, go right ahead. Etsy store, link below. Shameless self-promotion right here, don't really care. Okay, now this one, I really like this picture. Once again, you won't hear me say that a lot, but I really did like this picture. It's pretty much, it's just done with lead pencil and a fine liner with, once again, just a watercolor accent, watercolor for the blood. But yeah, I really like that picture. Okay, so now this is a little monster series that I drew. I'm going to take all these out because there is a heap in here. This was one of the first pictures I did when I first got the Royal Langnickel set of watercolors, which is absolutely, oh, I hated those watercolors. Absolutely disgusting watercolors. But yeah, I did this little baby Slimer. And then this one I'm not really happy with. But yeah, I did this little guy, which I called him Fuzzy Bone. And Toothifer. This one, this is like the devil type monster. Yeah, not overly happy with the way that I've colored these. With these, yeah. And this guy is, yeah, so like a scarecrow with these little hideous cat creature type things with blood just coming down from God knows where. And yeah, I actually liked this one better before I colored it, which is pretty much like all of them. And then there's this little guy, which I did, but yeah, I don't know, I really wrecked it with the Langnickel set watercolors. They were just rubbish. But yeah, that's the monster set. And this guy was part of them, but I didn't want to color him in with the Langnickel set, so because I realized how crap they were. And I just never got around to colouring him in, and I don't know, I don't think I will. I actually like him like that. I might just keep him like that, I think. Okay, so this one is from a video that I did. I can't remember what it's called now. You can't miss it because it's got these girls on the thumbnail. But yeah, this is completely done in colouring in pencils. Except for the blood. The blood's done in alcohol marker, but yeah, I wanted to try and use my colouring in pencils again because I sort of have a love-hate relationship with them as well. And yeah, I did this headless girl who likes to swap out her heads, take heads from other girls and swap them out, inspired by Return to Oz, because I love that movie. Now this one, I do like this. Once again, I really do like this picture. Yeah, there's a lot, despite the absolute shit fight that I've got going on down here, which was not meant to be, I really do like this particular picture. It's just a witch with her fiend friends. Yeah, and this creepy ass monster hand coming around. So yeah, that's also a video that I did. I think the video, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called yeah, why I became an artist, why and how I became an artist. So that's just a little story on, yeah, how I got thrown into doing what I'm doing now. Now here's my shrunken head design, which is done with my Montmartre watercolors. This design's actually on a shirt. Once again, Etsy store down below, shameless self-promotion. Yeah, so If you want this design on a shirt, I have tweaked the words digitally so they don't look like that because I thought they looked really shit. Yeah, just head across to my Etsy store and get that on a shirt. Now, this is just something weird that I started drawing one night and this is what came out. So, yeah, once again, I think this is done in... Oh, it's done in watercolor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I thought it was pencil, but it's not. It's watercolors. Oh, this guy. Now, this guy. I'm actually going to turn him into a character. I was going to do a full body. I haven't done that. I might do that in a future video. But he is a zombie trying to cut out his own eye. Yeah, the plan was that I did want to turn him into a character. And draw the rest of his body, and yes, I still will do that. But yeah, I don't mind him. He's pretty cool. Now this is from one of my late night sketch with me's. I decided to sit up one night because I couldn't sleep and film it, and this is what I drew. This is the blood goddess, I call her, which is just alcohol markers with gold Sharpie. Now this, once again, this one's, I don't know, conflicted feelings with this particular picture because I do like it, but then there's elements that I don't like about it. Yeah, this is part of the video that I went to Officeworks and bought some more supplies because I wanted some more supplies, and I ended up getting Staedtler metallic markers, water-based markers, and I'd done these in the background with those markers, and then I decided to do like a black and grey girl in front, so these stood out in the background. And yeah, I do like this picture. Yeah, well, like I said, but I like it, but I'm conflicted. Now this was from my failed video of glow-in-the-dark, a glow-in-the-dark sort of paint picture that I painted her out. I drew her all out, then I stuck this glow-in-the-dark paint over the top of her, and I thought it was going to work, and I thought it was going to have like an eerie sort of ghost type picture, and it ended up being an absolute disaster, and the paint didn't stick, it sort of just blended in with the watercolor, and the only bits where the glow-in-the-dark paint would be seen was where there was just blank paper. So nothing glowed. Like, it was just an absolute waste of time. But yeah, you know, you live and you learn. Ah, okay, so this is another scrawler box. I'll just get this out. This was, obviously, this is November's scrawler box, and it came with a little notepad, and the theme was body parts. So I went in and started to draw. Oh my god, look at this shadow. I do apologize for the shadow of this bloody tripod that I'm using. Sorry. Anyway, back to it. Yeah, so this is, yeah, what I drew. That was just rubbish, that was. I didn't like that. But yeah, then I sort of started drawing gory body parts because that's pretty much what my brain went to when I saw the challenge word. And yeah, it's just pretty much what I did. And then I just tried some, you know, some eyes and like a normal mouth, but then I had to add a vampire tooth because it's just what I did. And that's pretty much it. I haven't revisited it. Yeah. So yeah, November scrawler box. Yeah, this one. This is from my video, which I can't remember what it's titled either. Great. Oh, that's right, traditional. Whether I like traditional, like why I preferred traditional art over digital art. So yeah, this is what I drew in that particular video, which explains why I prefer to do traditional art over digital art. So if you want to check that out, yeah, just go through my videos. And this is from my Sea Monster Draw Ariel as a Sea Monster challenge. because I just felt like I wanted to draw Ariel as a hideous sea monster because it's just what I wanted to do, and that's just how I was feeling at the time. And this is what I did. This is her as a sea monster. If you know, yeah, if she was a sea monster, this is how I would think that she'd look like. Now this picture is just one I did with Sharpie. I just did it with a Sharpie one night because once again I was fueled by anger and all that sort of good stuff that, you know, fuels artistic, you know, artistic ideas. I struggle as an adult to be an adult, and I needed to put that on a shirt because you have no idea, like, I have been an adult for a good 20 years and I still suck at being an adult. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be a good adult, I don't reckon. I really just suck at being an adult. So this is where this came from, because, you know, you've got stresses, you've got chores. I hate doing chores, but, you know, it's a double-edged sword right there, because I hate doing chores, but I love having everything clean. Taxes, you know, bills, and I hate, like, this, yeah, I hate my job. I drew this last year when I really just, I couldn't go on in my job anymore. Thank God, you know, I had resigned and I was leaving, but I just, you know, to think about going back and working there now, I just, this is how I felt. This is honestly how I felt last year. And yeah, once again, go to my Etsy store, listed, you know, linked below in the description. I've got this on a shirt with "I don't want to be an adult anymore" written up top. So it is on a shirt if you want to get it on a shirt. Last but not least, another alcohol marker drawing. Once again, I'm a bit conflicted about how I feel about this picture. It's sort of, I was sort of channeling, what's that chick from that movie? I can't even think of the movie. Harley Quinn. Yeah, this is what I was channeling when I drew this particular picture. And to be honest with you, my favorite part about this whole picture is this. I actually like the way I did that, and even that's not that great. So there we go. That is my folder. That's my portfolio. Which is where I keep everything in, and I've got a second one going, which I've been putting all my drawings in, and when I finish that I will give you a tour of that too, if you want to see more of what I keep in my portfolio. So this is probably going to be a very long video, I can imagine, so I'm just going to cut it off now and say I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!